Read the House Bill 1150, please.
A bill relating to Sunday closing laws and retail agreements and to provide a penalty.
Welcome, Representative Heilman.
Chairman Worry, members of the committee, it's good to see you all again. Committee members, my name for the record is Matt Heilman. I'm a state representative from North Dakota's 7th Legislative District in Bismarck. I come before you today to testify in favor of House Bill 1150. This legislation is to undo the repeal from House Bill 1097 from the 2019 legislative session. And many have been asking me why the bill language is the way that it is. And it's, they say it's a bit odd, but that was what was existing in state law prior to the repeal in 2019. And throughout the bill, it explicitly lays out who is restricted and who is not. And another good question I've been getting a lot is what prompted me to bring this bill forward. Usually you wouldn't see something like this coming back to a legislature, but what prompted me to bring this legislation was an article by Father Dominic Balk at the University of Mary. And he wrote an article in 2019 that I read earlier sometime last year. So this has been on my mind now for a while, but he just stressed how critical it is to have blue laws in general. And there's numerous benefits to having blue laws, and I'll address some of the criticisms as well. The first benefit to blue laws is rest and recovery. Employees are working many long and exhausting hours throughout the week. Employees having additional time to rest and improve their mental health, which is a big problem in 2025, and their overall productivity. I have experienced this before as a worker, and I know many others have as well. And I firmly believe that our purpose in life really goes beyond working and not knowing rest, which happens to a lot of retail workers, which I experienced firsthand as well, and many of my friends growing up. Second benefit is that it incentivizes community and family time. People have more time set aside to engage with their family members and engage in different community activities going on. I think we live in a culture that's so hyper-focused on capitalism, material wealth, and looking at things through purely an economic lens. And there are more important matters in life than just a balance sheet. And to be clear, I'm not against capitalism at all. It's benefited us a lot, but I'm just saying here today that there's a balance between work and leisure. The third benefit is for people who are religious. The bill lists the Sabbath as Sunday, or a person who in good faith observes a day other than Sunday as the Sabbath. I worked retail as my first job right after 16. I turned 16, I got a job almost immediately, and I worked retail before and after blue laws were repealed in 2019 here in the state. And anybody who's worked retail can tell you firsthand that just asking for different hours isn't that simple. I would ask, can I have Sundays off? And they're like, no, you can't, because then it affects other people's hours. And I say, can I have Sunday mornings off at least? And they're like, no, it still affects other people's hours, and that's kind of a burden on us as a business. And, I really don't think people should have to jump hurdles to practice their religion. It's unfair, unreasonable, and not charitable to tell employees to simply find another job or to deal with it. One of the other benefits of blue laws is to help address the workforce shortage. And this one may surprise you a little bit, but aside, from property tax and school choice, workforce shortage is probably the term I hear the most within these walls. And, of course, this is not an issue solved overnight. North Dakota has been dealing with this for quite some time now. But generally speaking, if we want to attract more workers to North Dakota, we need